record. There we go. Okay. I think we got everything. This is should we have like different background here? Oh my goodness. Welcome to the Empire News. Today, Darth Vader. Put something. That's purple probably fine, right? Is purple fine? I should have like a. I know that there's a microphone here, but I should have like a fake microphone here, so I can do like hello, welcome. Yes. Yep. I'm about to tell him. It's currently what? No idea, because this light is legitimately burning my retinas, so I cannot see what. It's 4:10 p.m., which in European time is actually 10 p.m. Yes, I manage both timelines. Don't ask. I want to do a new kind of fun project for videos, which is called I don't do a script and I just tell you what happened in a gameplay you've already seen, but YouTube hasn't. So look at those specs, man. Look at those specs. Here's the thing. YouTube has this great thing. The camera's right here. YouTube has this great thing about scripted essays video or scripted videos in general. You know, narrative is king, right? This is what YouTubers do nowadays, and I love it. I love a good scripted narrative video. One of my favorite channels right now is, what's his name? Floydson does this like day 1 to day 100 videos, or even like day 300 videos, or 0 to 100% video. Floydson is amazing, and obviously his videos are heavily scripted, and hey, they have a narrative to them, right? And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do scripts. I don't want to do any of that, because one, I have a really good memory. I remember a lot about the games that I play, and I think that I should play that. Forgot how to speak. yeah. Shaun of Hot Ones. You know, the eating spicy chicken thing. Like he has a very high sense. He's resistant to spiciness, and it feels like he has built a whole show around it. I'm very good at remembering things, and I am very good at improv, he says, while also saying and every 5 seconds. Let's get on with the game, right? We played Botany Manor, and I'm gonna, like, just for the sake of the game, I'm gonna read you what Botany Manor is. From the Steam page, Botany Manor is I cannot read anymore because I looked at the light, and now my retinas are burned. Botany Manor. I'm sweating. I'm becoming blind. Jeez, it's a bad idea. I should do this maybe in the morning when it's not this hot in my room. To be fair, it hasn't been this hot in my room since 1895. Botany Manor is a first-person puzzle game set in a Victorian English manor. It's 1890, and you play as botanist Arabella Green, I don't know, who is working to finish a botanical research book for gun flora. And that's the big gist of it. I don't know. And it's a puzzle game. You go around solving puzzles, and the objective is to basically fill up this botanica herbo bestiary book about plants. But the plants are like special plants that need special things to grow. Like there's a plant that needs wind, another plant that needs like fire to grow. I know that sounds weird, but that is a real thing. It's not just in the game. So let's get on with it. I don't have a script, as I said, but I do have points, like not flesh points, what bullet points of the different chapters, and we're just gonna go through them. So chapter 1, the first flower is the windmill port. Now this is something that the game calls like a Sicilian flower, I think, and the whole point of this level is to, well, the whole point of the game, right, is to make these flowers grow by imitating the he's good at improv. Yes, he just has the words. Ideal soil temperature of Sicily. Meadow flower, coastal flowers, volcanic flowers, woodland flowers. I would have to check what kind of flowers it is. It's a volcanic flower. So that's 60C. Okay. So you have to imitate those conditions. And for the windmill mort, it was something about being in a like a very specific temperature. So what you do in this level is basically you turn on a stove furnace thingy, like a heater basically, to a specific temperature and put the plant in front of it, and the plant grows and you just put it into your book, yada yada yada. The special thing about the Will No More is that it actually clears the air around it. So you're in this misty, disgusting room, you pop up a seed and now the air is clean. What do you know? Flowers are amazing. Look at that flower spin. After that, you go to your manor. Finally, we explore around a little bit, and after exploring around, we find the entrance where there's a very weird, like, postal entrance thingy. Like, it feels like the postman has to like reach with his hand inside your house to like leave. And I know that there's like a door thingy on the wall where he like drops it, but like if you go to the other side of the wall, that other side is actually still inside your house, so it's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe old, 1890, maybe that's how people did post at the time. We just like put their hands inside your house and be like, yeah, he's good at improv. Chapter 2 makes us explore the house a little bit, and we do that. And there are two flowers into these chapters. One is the Fulguria and one is the Ash Plume. Fulguria is one of those flowers that I don't know if they're real, but it's basically a flower that only blooms, I don't know, when there's thunder. So basically the flash from the light makes the flower be like, oh, it's thunder outside, I should really bloom right now, and I will do that. Yay! Flesh powder. Oh, it's for the pictures. 75 grams of flesh powder. Chemical composition, potassium and magnesium. Oh, we're gonna make the flesh powder to trick the flower into thinking that it's thunder so that the flower blooms. That's what's gonna happen. Chemical composition of the flesh powder is potassium and magnesium, a 1-to-1 ratio? 2-to-1 ratio, so 2 potassium for 1 magnesium. 2 potassium for 1 magnesium. Because we have created that, we can put it into the flesh thingy. And then put it there. Potted soil, seed, water. It grows. Yep. That. Go all the way around because I forgot where I was going. Trick it into thinking it's a thunder. Quick picture. Oh, take picture. Ta-da! By me using the word flash, you might have seen the foreshadowing that we need to take a picture of the plant. That's what you need to do. Let me remind you, this is 1890. We didn't have iPhones and lights that burn your retinas. I am staring directly at it, and I feel, when you're like staring at the sun and at some point the light stops being a light and you see the circle, like, and then your eyes burn. I can see the LED of the phone. Like, it's great. We take a picture of the plant and we make that into a flower, and that is the Fulguria, and you put your into your book and it's amazing. It's fantastic. What else is there? There's also the ash bloom in this chapter, and the ash bloom, as you may notice from the word ash in the title, ash in the title, because you're inverted, so ash plume in the title, you might see, you might know, you might have figured out that the ash bloom is one of those plants which is called a pyrophile. Let's not judge. Pyrophiles, it doesn't mean that they like burn people. It means that they like flames. What does pyrophile mean? Hold up. A creature that likes and delights in the presence of fire. Okay. A person who accepts that the energy of volcanoes originates from the heat of the Earth's interior. Pyrophile is a person who accepts that the energy of volcanoes originates from the heat of the Earth's interior. So, if you ever accepted the scientific fact that the energy of volcanoes come from the inside of the Earth, welcome. We're all pyrophiles. Pyrophiles. Stop that right now. Okay. You gots to put it here. Grab oak logs because it said here oaks, right? Ancient oaks stand tall in western woods. Yeah. So, cherry, birch, maple, oak. One is enough? Question mark. We forgot to water it. You forgot to water it. I need some water. Skip this forward into YouTube. We're missing something inside. We're missing something inside the pot. Roasted chestnuts. This is temporarily perfect for more those cold winter nights. You can use it in edible chestnuts. Forage, the main difficulty with chestnuts is that they have a tough shell, but likely easy to crack open with the help of fire. Simply place the nuts in the pan above the fire. Wait until you hear a pop. This means their chestnuts are nicely roasted and ready to eat. Oh, some seeds. I get it. Okay, some seeds react to fire. We learned that pyrophiles are seeds that react to fire and they release the seeds. We made the connections to pinecone before. So if this works like pine cones, you put it on the fire, it would actually open to release the seed. And by putting it inside the smokery with the appropriate oak log, which tricks the flower into thinking, hey, my forest is burning. I need to grow. Ta-da! Ash plumes are pyrophiles. They like diddling fire, and that means that they only grow in the presence of fire. Now, this is actually a real thing. If you don't know, pines are pyrophiles. You know pine cones? Pine cones? You know how they open up and all those things are seeds? That happens in the presence of fire. Like when a whole forest burns down and pine cones drop to the floor, the heat and the scientific facts about that makes the pine cone release its seed. Maybe that's why they're called pyrophiles. I don't know. Anyway, chapter 3, he goes back down because he forgot. Chapter 3, oh yeah. Chapter 3 has the pixie tears and the wolf glows. I remember these. The pixie tears. I don't remember the wolf glove. Or the brook chalice, or the nightfall, or the cradlefur, or the full circle. I have a really good memory. I remember a lot about the games that I play. The pixie tears is the plant where, like, there's like a pixie inside, and the whole point is like this story of like a pixie that gets stuck inside a plant because she's stupid and she sleeps in it and dies or something. What's the wolf glove about? Hold up, I can remember this. What is the good wolf glove about? Hold up, Chip. Ah, yeah, okay, yeah, this was easy. I just needed to look at the word wind. Wolf glove, wait. That means that I was wrong. Pixie tears is not the one about the pixie inside it crying. I mean, it feels like that should be what that is. But that's actually the one where you smash apples together. You smash like, okay, when you go from chapter 2 to chapter 3, you actually go into the orchard. And into the orchard, you have these two flowers that you figure out. One is the wolf glove, one is the pixie tear. Maybe I should have brought a script for this. Cider apples. There's no way number 1 is a real apple, right? Or number 6. Or number 5. Or number 12. 11 is a watermelon. These are not real. Cider making and apple blending. All of those. And all of that. Alright, so I'm guessing we need to make, because they said that like they absorb sugar, right? Sugars through the roots, yeah. So I'm guessing what it needs is apple cider, which has sugar inside, right? Yes. And we need 97 grams of sugar. Prepare this. Put this here. Put pixie tears in. I'm guessing not the water because it needs additives, right? Oh, okay. So then we put it down here. And we need 97 grams of sugar. Now, is this as easy as just doing like 97? Because it has tannins and acids. I don't know if it's important. Or we can just go 97. So 70. Oh, but there's 30 and 40. Okay. So I can do 27. So I can do Nobby Russet, Cat's Head, Merlin's Mist. So Nobby, Cat, Mist. So weird deceased apple, green and blue. That should be 97. And there it is. Oh my goodness, he's a genius. Ta-da! And that makes it so the flower grows, and that's the pixie tier. But the wolf glove is actually the one that's interesting because you have to go like through this entire puzzle where you have to go downstairs, but the way to downstairs is blocked off. The stairs are broken. So you see like a specific door from the second floor, and you saw that symbol already in the pantry next to a scale, and you have to put a number on the scale, but you're like, what's the number to put on the scale? This is some weird Catholic thing. What crap is up with that? You later find out that there is a gift of something, like a letter in the kitchen where it says that you have to put in the ear of construction to like open the door, and that's like one of those things that took me a while because I legit thought that the ear of construction was a Catholic thing. Ears of construction for these friends is the key. So the key is the ears of construction. Construction of what? A house? So it's a year. The construction of what? Of the manor? Years of construction? Is that like a Catholic thing? Year of construction. No? But it's not immediately obvious that it's a specific thing. Oh, wait. In the painting room, I have this. Constructed in 1593. I was like, hold on, is the year of construction like a Catholic thing? But no, it's the year where the house was constructed. So you figure that out. You put it into the scale thing. You open the door. You go through something. You find out a story about someone who was being hidden downstairs. I don't know what's up with that. It is 1890, so World War II hadn't happened yet. So I don't know who's that. What kind of persecution that is, but it's one of them. So after that, you arrive to the first floor or bottom floor, pantry. How do you call that? It depends where you live, but basically you arrive downstairs and you find all the other clues that tell you where that plant is from. And actually, I actually botched this once and figured it was a different Alps place, mountain range, and I have to go back and forth because the book does not have a way to see clues directly from the book. You have to go to the position of where that clue is.
Developers, please fix this for crying out loud.
35, 50, 45, 20, 25. If the... Yeah. That's how we had it. Alps. Alps are in Italy, right? Am I remembering wrong? In the Alps by location. Oh! I gotta figure out which Alps they went to. And the letter here says from Natty Golding But from where? Oh, from that. So that, if we go to the symbology book in the painting room, that is nothing. They have like a map of the world or something? Because I've seen it. It's this one here. Oh, there you go. Weisshorn, Switzerland. I had to rotate it. My bad. So Weisshorn, it's 40 wind speed. So left closed, closed, open, open, close. Now technically, opening this should be it. There it is. Ta-da! The wolf glove. And that's how you solve the wolf glove. The tower is at a specific speed slash temperature. No, not temperature. With the wind temperature. Wind pressure. And that makes the flower grow. And that is chapter 3. You see that 3? That 3 would get me. Well, no, that's not it. It's this 3, right? And Inglourious Bastards. This 3 will get you killed in a German bar. The Brook Chalice, the Nightfall, and the Cradle Fern. I remember the Cradle Fern has something to do about with eggs. So basically, the birds like to lay their eggs in a specific like fern, which is why it's called the Cradle Fern. So what you have to do is put the egg in there. What do you do? Yeah, right? I have a really good memory. I remember a lot about the games that I play. It's this one. Bird eggs, fern painting. Okay, so you gotta figure out what eggs those were. They were like little with spots. These ones here. These ones were crested owl eggs. Now the crested owl eggs. So crested owl, I guess. That's it. Up here. The crested owl is ECDEGF. 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 Ta-da! Oh, that is a beautiful fern, actually. That's so cool. And the fatal, the fatal burn will grow. The Brook Chalice is actually one of my favorite puzzles in the game for a reason that I think I point out during the gameplay, and we'll probably see here. But basically what happens is that you read the clues, and the clues take you to figure out why that's the plant that you're supposed to grow, or the conditions that you're supposed to imitate, because of what the game doesn't tell you rather than what the game tells you. There is this thing in puzzles where it'll tell you, like, it'll hint you at the solution rather than the elimination process. So if I tell you, like, hey, yellow and blue might make like a hulkish color, and you're like, hulkish color, oh, that's green. A lot of games do that kind of hint, but what happened here, all the different like letter about weeds and the weed removal and the posters and stuff actually told you, like, hey, they removed the weeds from this and this, and this one like river that we did not remove the weeds doesn't have a rust problem. Well, what's up with that? Why is this river so clean? We did not remove the weeds from that. And turns out that the Brook Chalice weeds actually have the property of clearing rust. So what you do is put the rusty ham inside the bath, clear the puzzle for the piping, and put the saplings into the water with the rusty pig to make the flower grow. Don't ask how those two word stories get mixed together, because that's just how what you have to do. Oh. Ooh. One more. Oh, there it is. Ta-da! Okay, so the pig is gonna be important. This is the bathroom. Okay. We also take the piggy. Let's put this in the bathroom here. Now we gotta figure out. Oh, wait. Yes, no. I guess it's obvious that it's the Chrome River because it's the only like different river, which would be 25C. Like that feels like it's obvious, but it doesn't feel like it's the solution. Like this is of course what it is, but it's like it's only half of a solution. Like how would I have known that it's the From River except from just deducting that that's what that was? The brook chalice prefers to grow in rivers that the pond naturally filters water from rusted metal. They're removed often as some people prefer the ponds to be weed free. Oh, that's how you would find out. Because it says here with Kamchu and Sommer were clear the weeds, right? But From was not clear the weeds. So From would be the only one that would have plants in it. So that's why the water was filtered out from rust. That's how you would make the connection. The Nightfall is actually the one about the fairy story. So a fairy, I don't remember the story specifically, but I think a fairy like slips inside a flower and gets, the flower closes and trapped fairy. Once upon a time there was a little fairy who loved gazing at their own reflection in the water. Lost track of the time and the day turned into night. Nyx, goddess of the night, noticed the little fairy, the moon shining bright, but the fairy only had eyes for herself. Nyx took offense and decided to punish the little fairy. Nyx placed the fairy into a nightfall and cast a spell on her. She fell in love with the moon and gazed upon the sky all night. As dawn approached and the sun arose, the spell broke. But just as the fairy awoke from enchantment, the flower bud closed and trapped the fairy for eternity. This specific flower, the Nightfall, only opens at a specific day of the year where the colors of the sunset like follow a specific light spectrum color thing. Basically, you have like the colors of the rainbow. What am I trying to say? Basically, the color, you know, when there's a sunset and you have the colors, it's like, oh, it's blue and then it's purple and it's orange, yellow and then orange and then red. And then like the flesh of green
That symbolizes when the soul comes back from the dead.
Basically, you have to imitate that coloration, that specific coloration from a bunch of paintings that you find downstairs, upstairs, I don't remember, but you have to do like another puzzle to get to this place where you have to read some books. So you read the books, figure out the puzzle, the buttons to get inside, and then you do that. And after you've done that, you look at them and you're like, wow, this is the painting that I need. You copy the color selection into a light upstairs, put the plant in front of it, and you got a Nightfall. Trapped fairy. Okay. So it looks like we have everything we need, apparently. Oh. House of England, right. The Nightfall is the one that's talked about in a fairy story. Nightfall needs to be up here. We gotta trick it into thinking it's a specific sunset. We gotta figure out what kind. Oh, actually, maybe from the painting, like maroon upper and red lower. Yes, so it's the garden tiger moth. The garden tiger moth can be seen only in September. Yes, only in September, which means we go down to Mima's paintings. Gotta figure out a September one. April, June, September. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Eeyore. Eeyore. B. Or. That should be it. Ta-da! Got the Nightfall. Oh my goodness. The creative chooses the genius. He gets all the clues. He remembers all of them. He puts all the information in shelves and then completes it. Is that confusing? I don't know. Let's go to chapter 5. Mushroom growing on a tree is usually a sign that they are consuming the tree, so you should remove them immediately. But that's not always the case. So can I put like... So I have a tree here. Yeah, see? There's a plant here. Do I just put the mushroom near the tree? Yep, that is correct. There you go. Oh, does that like make it so those branches move? Yep, that is what it is. Nice. Okay. So we have completed the Sapphire Gloom. Now, chapter 5 is the last chapter, and there's a couple things that you gotta do. The ones that we gotta find are the Fool's Emerald and the Spring Dance Shrub. Now, the Fool's Emerald is interesting because one, it only grows into a dark cave. But here's a catch. The dark cave is full of these like bioluminescent plants. Plants? Well, bioluminescent something that basically like light up at a specific Morse frequency message. So you have to find out which Morse code you have to imitate and repeat it in front of the plant. Why is that how this plant grows? I don't know. Are plants in caves all the time shouting SOS for who knows what reason? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a plant. Maybe I should ask the plant. Put this. Who's emerald? Do this. And then just put it into this place. Okay, so there's more to this then. Would it be the... No way it would be the thing, right? The light? Of course it's luciferin, right? That's fine, but like... What would tell me that I have to use the telegraph? It definitely has to do with military codes, but like why? Note about the telegraph. So you got the telegraph, sure. Like it feels obvious that you're gonna have to put car in there. But how would I know that that makes the thing grow? Like, oh, I've seen the word attention be put out there. So then you would be like, okay, I need to remember the word attention. But why is the word attention K and A specifically important for this plant to grow down here? That's what I don't understand. Right. I don't know. Maybe the description will tell us. Whoa, okay. Oh, that's super cool. I guess because it's in like a cave. And this is a cave, so that's how you would think about it. Find a condensed luciferin, which shows the great light. They grow in caves where they use the light to communicate with each other, very much like Morse code. Ah, okay, so that's why. They use light to communicate. Does that mean that I can communicate? But he was gonna reply. Okay, what do we got here? Board game. Shuffle the food cards and place stack face down. Place the food tokens around the food cards on the board. Place them on a start pile. And game. Red squirrel. Nice forage food back for the nest to keep later. Larger and rated with smaller ears, purchase food but can also digest some seeds straight away. Why is this important? Weeds can take over entire area quite rapidly. Some weeds have adapted in order to spread their seeds as far as possible. The plant itself does not have much control over this, but trust nature to lend a helping hand. Goosegrass, dandelions, they have seeds with a hook and so on. Flesh of fur, have seeds with an attractive feathery puff. Other plants, such as lords and ladies, wrap their seeds in an attractive berry, which birds consume and then later deposit as a waste. Final, more mysterious example is the seed of the ocelot. It is known to be picked up by critters who then take it back to their nests. As soon as the animal goes to sleep, the seed sprouts into bloom. It is not quite understood how the plant is able to detect the creature is asleep. Alright. This is the ocelot. Vegetation, cow, horse, sheep, goat, pig, chicken, cat, rabbit, hedgehog. Wake 350, sleep. Oh, beats. Okay. Oh, so that's what you do. Okay. So these have BPMs, I'm guessing. Yeah, BPM 70. Okay. So, the ocelot. So it's... There's like a very straight case. Just kind of like take the ocelot. Water it. Ooh. Oh yeah, only when the BPM is. So it sprouts whenever it detects a specific. So we could just put them in one by one and then it's gonna open at one of them, but let's not do that. Woodland card, acorn, worm, field card, ocelot seed. Ocelot seed is a field card. Field cards, red squirrel, animal. Oh, there you go. So the red squirrel then. Red squirrel is 120 BPM. 120. So it's this. Ta-da. Is that it? Like, is that the plant? But it's not flat. Oh, no, it is. So that would be... One animal such as a red squirrel who then store it inside their nest. Fancy animal falls asleep. The oscillate depends on the heartbeat vibrations to open and bloom. After that, we have the spring dance shrub, which is the one that attracts different birds depending on the color they grow. Don't ask, I don't even know if that's true. I know there is a plant that imitates a bird, but I don't know if a plant can decide. Well, in this case, it has to do with the pH of the soil. So what you have to do is get a specific pot with a specific blend of fertilizers that give it a specific pH. And then you grow the specific flower, in this case to attract a red bird. And then you go basically up and down this whole level to get the red bird into the red plant. Because... you might not know this, birds are pollinators. Did you know that? I don't even know that before the game.
I had no idea.
I actually had no idea. I thought, I knew bees are pollinators, bats, a little bit, wasps, a little bit. Wasps are the worst, and they should all be exterminated as mosquitoes. Yes. I don't care what the environment ends up being after we kill all mosquitoes and wasps. I don't care. They're all gotta die. It's red. So we need red flower because it's a robin. So we need red flowers. And to have red flowers, it's gotta be a specific pH. 12 to 14 pH. Sandstone, marble, obsidian, pseudocard. Right. All these have a different pH, but I don't understand like how this affects. What does this do? Standard we need 12 to 14. Oh, you added the map, I'm guessing? You add the map. No, there's no way you add the map. Because all these numbers go way above friggin' 12, 14. Right? Oh, maybe you put the soil in? And then it allows you to put stuff in? Can I add stuff to it now? Yes. Okay. This is terracotta. 9.5 plus 3 is perfect. So guano and manure, right? So because that's 10.1 plus 3 is 13.1, and that's within 12 to 14. So guano and manure. Oh, you can only do one. So none of these. None of these. None of these. Sandstone seaweed, probably. Yeah, in fact, it's the only one that fits. Yeah. Sandstone seaweed. Okay, sandstone is, I'm guessing, the sand colored one? Terracotta granite. That's marble obsidian. Terracotta granite. Marble obsidian. That's we put here. We add seaweed. We take back. We water. This becomes a red springtime shrub. There you go. And why is that important that the bird goes on to the flower? Just like these birds, yeah, birds can pollinate flowers, but did you know that the birds that are present to pollinate flowers? Okay, so for pollination, that's why. Okay. Now we gotta do the hippity scoppity of the bird. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This. Just go all the way around, so. There you go, I heard it. This. All the way around. Heard it. Heck, you don't see me that I'm doing this? Like, you're scared if I come close, but you don't see that I'm doing this? 60-year-old lady, 55-year-old lady over here. Skipping. Probably go around, right? And then goes to the flower. And that's pollinated. And the flower grows. And because the flower grows, now the shrubs grow in the whole garden. Yay. After we do that, our main character, Annabella, finally fills up her book. She publishes it under her own name, not her uncle's name, because it's 1890 and she's not supposed to do that, but she does it anyway. She gets rejected, but opens an academy for botany experts things school, and the game ends, and I did not do 100% because I skipped what was on the blackboard because I rushed through the ending. But that is basically the whole game. That's amazing. How long have I been talking for? 28 minutes. That was Botany Manor, a very nice puzzle game that we're making a video about, and that's super fun. And we're gonna publish this video and see how it goes. I kind of want to continue this, I want to try get better at this. To be fair, I should have recorded this a long time ago, when I had the game fresher into my mind and when I had a better idea of what I wanted to do. But so we'll do that again for the next video, which is Broforce, I think. So we're gonna play it, and then we're gonna be back here and tell you what happened. I'm gonna make more bullet points and remember how everything went. That's gonna be hard, but hopefully it's fun. It's fun. I had a lot of fun. I feel like I had a lot of fun. That was pretty good. I loved the art direction. I loved the puzzle direction. Some puzzles were more obvious than others, but a lot of them were. They had that, like, a good puzzle for me has that gotcha moment. Has that moment where you're like, you're taking clues. You're like, okay, A and B don't make quite sense, but okay. C, and then you put A, B, and C together, and you're like, I got it. You need to do this, this, and that, and that's like that's. These games had heaps of that, where you would be like getting a part of the clue here, part of the clue there, and then you would like remember and put all of them together and be like, I gotta put the thing in the water with the rusty pig, you know? I think that's the best way to do a puzzle. That's how a lot of escape rooms, that's how a lot of the levels in Escape Room Simulator do it. And I think that's the best way, because you're giving the player agency on how they solve the puzzle, but you're giving them enough material where they can get there. While some other games, puzzles are like, you're in an empty room. There's there's a book in this library that contains the right answer. You want to know which one it is? Click on all the books until you find it. And you're like, that's not a puzzle, bro. Like, that's not... I'm clicking on every single book here until I find the one that you want me to... That's not a puzzle. I'm just clicking on everything. And a lot of games have that. And I think that's lame. Okay. Man, it's so hot in this room.